Question, it was a quick transition. We'll take a listen to the Prime Minister.
This day, we remember Yonah of blessed memory, and we remember his love for Zachary. Zach, he called him. That's how he called him, Zach. His pain, his yearning, his faith, the incredible devotion until his very last day. To bring Zachary back home, that filled his life, his days, his nights. It became the purpose of his life. And how painful it is that you're not here with us, Yonah. In order to see the return of your beloved son, have we here with us your family, Miriam, may she live a long life, your brother Shimon, the sister Osna, the Baumel family, and together with us are the representatives of the entire nation, the President of the State, Reuven Rivlin, the Speaker of the Knesset, Edelstein, the Justice of the Supreme Court, Hendel, Ministers, MKs, the Chief of Staff, Aviv Kochavi, the commanders of the IDF, present and past, the head of intelligence, the head of the Mossad, the head of Shabak, the combatants of that horrible battle in Sultan Jacob. Ladies and gentlemen, just a while ago I met with President Putin and I thanked him profusely on behalf of the people of Israel and on behalf of the family for his assistance in locating and bringing back of Staff Sergeant Zachary Baumel to our land, returning our MIAs and the MIAs of Sultan Jacob. Among them are a sanctified mission that all the governments of Israel, with no exception, each in its turn saw as a supreme mission, and they acted towards it tirelessly and endlessly since that battle 37 years ago. About 2 years ago, I met President Putin and I asked him, please help us to bring the boys back home. He was harnessed immediately. He said he was going to personally act. He directed his people, and they, with a great effort, did everything in order to achieve this goal. I accompanied this effort personally, and so did our forces. The commanders, the people from the defense arms and intelligence who kept contact all the time with the Russian military. A few of them were with me now in Moscow, and we all were very moved in this ceremony, the memorial in the defense ministry in Moscow, when we were given the personal effects of Zachariah. Russian soldiers were holding Zachariah's picture, and there was a coffin with the effects wrapped in the Israeli flag. In this very moving 24 hours, a lot of the people in Israel, a lot of the citizens here say one word: shivering. I too felt shivering when I was told that Zaki is back with us, that his remains were identified and we can give him his last respects. We waited for this moment 37 years. I saw people tearing, in spite of the fact that they were born many years after Zachariah disappeared. I heard about people who took out of their drawers an old disc with the name of Zachary etched in it, together with the names of other MIAs. These are people who were wearing this disc when they were young in school, in the youth movement. Bringing our sons back to Israel is part of the deepest feelings of our identity as Jews and Israelis. All Israel guaranteeing one another. This is the rock of our being, the value of friendship. It's part of the ally that calls us together as a people and as an army and as a state. In the name of these values, in the name of the love of country and people, Zechariah went to the Lebanon War. The Sultan Jacob battle was harsh, was bitter. He participated when he was a student in the yeshiva, and he was an armored car man. He was reading a book while holding a sword. That's how the findings that we found, we saw the tankers overall, but the Jewish prayer shawl as well. The parents of Zechariah, Yonah of blessed memory, and Miriam, may she live a long life, never despaired. However, even if Yonah is not here with us, his spirit is. And you, Miriam, your symbol of your dedication, to you, first of all, to you, we are now paying the moral debt. Yesterday, in a very moving moment, I met in my office with the sister Osna and Zachariah's brother Shimon. I saw their sadness in their eyes, but together with that, I felt the relief for the fact that the uncertainty was taken away. And they said to me, Shehecheyanu v'kiyemanu, God sent us this moment. And I said to them, that the lives of bereaved families are divided in two, before and after. But then I added immediately that in this case, life is divided into three: before, during the long wait, and now. Their heart is painful, it's torn, because there's nothing worse than bereavement, but now, finally, the wound will start healing. The two comrades of Zechariah who fell with him in that battle, Tzvi Feldman and Yuda Katz, still are not with us. We shall continue to make every effort possible to bring them back home. And this is how we're going to do with all our MIAs, with all our POWs. This is a commitment that doesn't have an expiration date. Ladies and gentlemen, among them the mayor of Jerusalem, Moshe Leon, the soil of Jerusalem today accepts the son of Jerusalem, Zachary Baumel. We are almost at spring, and he will find rest in the soil of the land of Israel. The unity of the nation is covering his grave, and we must always remember, even if there are controversies among us and arguments which are natural part in a free and democratic country, then as well the inner point that unites us in for better, for worse, this inner point is stronger than anything else. In the spirit of the prophet Zechariah and the truth and peace, love each other, I say to our dear brother, Zachary Baumel, welcome back home. Your memory is going to be in the heart of our people forever.